Hi, welcome to the video, and today we're talking about we're comparing headphones, Bluetooth wireless headphones. My cell phone is the Z1, Motorola Z-Force 1, Z-Force first generation. So yeah, this is the Motorola Z-Force first generation phone, and it has no headphone jack. So first of all, I'm going to talk about these headphones right here. These are Sennheisers, and I'm not kidding when I've had Sennheiser headphones. These are called Sennheiser Adidas, but the Sennheiser Sports headphones. I've literally had Sennheiser Sports headphones for the last 5 years or more. So I've gone through like 10 pairs of them. I'm not even kidding. Like 10 pairs. I buy them on eBay, and they're that good, okay? I'm going to show you what these are. These are studio headphones. These are what I'm comparing everything to, okay? This is what I listen to when I'm at home. And these are Bear Dynamic studio headphones. And you can see them, if anybody who knows Morrissey and the Smiths, you can see these headphones on Morrissey's head when he's in the studio on some photographs. These are like on famous historical bands use these headphones, the DT100s from Bear Dynamic 400 ohm. And these are what I listen to at home when I'm on the computer or whatever I'm doing at home. I listen to these DT100s. And I made these custom leather pieces for them. So anyways, that's what I'm comparing everything to. So it's like comparing, everything to a Ferrari, I guess. So I'm going to tell everybody a few things about audio, okay? And there's something called, if you have an Android phone, if you're a big audiophile fan and you just love audio, there's something called Power Amp. It's an application called Power Amp, and it's on the Android store. And if you get the it's going to cost you probably under $5 for the full version of Power Amp. And Power Amp it's going to help you to achieve the best out of your headphones and the best out of audio quality out of the songs on your Android player. I'm not talking about those people that use, Spotify or whatever. I download songs onto my phone and then I play them on Power Amp, and that's how I do things. And Power Amp, I don't know if you can see this in the thing, but Power Amp has tilted up a little bit so you can see it. But this is Power Amp, and it's got, there it is, Power Amp full version. And here you can just scroll through your songs like that and hit play, and it gives you a visualization. You can set that up, and it's got this equalizer feature, which is, you're going to want to use it. So there's the equalizer feature, and it's got 3 features. It's got a limiter, tone, and equalizer. And I don't use the tone and I don't use the limit function, but sometimes it's easy to leave them on by mistake. So, and then you'll be like, what's happening? So it's hard to see when they're off and when they're on. So I just use the equalizer feature. And here's the equalizer at the top. It's got, on the left side, it's got the power of the equalizer, and then it's got individual sliders for the frequency bands. And I find it's really good to fine-tune the sound, and also everything I find sounds good through Power Amp. I found it's better than most of the audio players for Android. So anyways, back to the main review, and we're talking about headphones. And this is really clunky, but this is a power bank, and then there's a little Bluetooth wireless device here, and then I plug my headphones, my Sennheiser, into my Bluetooth, and then if I run out of power for this thing, which charges up, then I plug the power bank in. So it's quite clunky to carry around everything, and so that's how I usually do things. Since on my Moto Z Force I don't have a headphone jack. And I'll just tell you something that I've had these, if you're an audiophile, and like I said, I'm comparing everything to those Bayer Dynamics, but these Sennheiser Sports, I don't know if they still make these anymore, but they're around anywhere from $30 and up on eBay to buy these. And I wear these for running. They've got this sort of attachment here, so you can just stick them in your ear and adjust it, and it sort of sticks in your ear, so it's great for running. And the silicone cords are like much more durable than pretty much every headphones I've ever bought. So I'd have to say these are the most durable and the best sounding headphones that probably you can buy. Unless you spend thousands of dollars, and even then I'd be doubtful. So if you're really an audiophile and you really love your audio, I would get Power Amp, and I'd have a look for these Sennheiser Adidas if you can deal with the cord. And I would not I think Sennheiser makes the best headphones. I don't give a crap about noise cancellation or anything like that. I'm more interested in audio quality, and I'll show you how much I love these Sennheiser audio headphones. Here's another pair of them. Okay, and I'll tell you something. I have kicking around. I have about 6 pairs broken and not broken, kicking around here. So these ones have the earpiece that goes in the ear. The older style Sennheiser Adidas, they didn't have that piece that goes right in your ear, and I don't actually like that, because I like to hear when people are talking to me, and I actually think that these type of headphones that go in your ear and block out external sound, they should literally be banned. Like, they should just ban these from being made and being used, because you should always be able to hear what's going on around you, and it's dangerous if you're on a bicycle. So I actually converted these ones to the old style, and all I did was like chopped off that little piece, and then the audio just comes flat out, and it's more like the old style. So, but I'm gonna tell you, if you're audiophiles, or if you really love your sound, you're going to be blown away by these Sennheiser Adidas headphones if you ever decide to get them. And for $50, I don't care if you buy like a $500 pair of headphones or a $1,000 pair of headphones. These little Sennheiser Adidas that are like $50, you're going to be blown away by the audio quality. Now, your audio, the way you listen to audio may not be the way I listen to audio. And that is that if you look at the audio spectrum, it goes by frequencies. So you got 16K, 8K, 4K, 2K, 1K. So all of these frequencies, it's like your headphones are like an orchestra. And if you can imagine, if a headphone is going to be the best headphone out there, it's got to represent each of the frequencies. And it's like you can't have one, it's got to be a team of all the frequencies, have to be like a team where nobody on the team blocks out another member of the team. So in the perfect scenario for headphones, every frequency band is represented, and you can almost distinctly hear every frequency separated from every other frequency. So it's like, if a headphone can do that, it basically wins. It's the winner to me. And that's why the Beyerdynamic, the studio headphones, are so great, because they represent all the frequency bands, and when you're mixing, you want to be able to hear exactly what you're doing on all frequencies. So the Sennheisers are absolutely flawless at the middle and high range, and I think that we live in a time when nobody cares about the mid and high range in audio anymore. You can turn the radio on, and there's a beautiful delicateness when the mid and high ranges are mixed properly, and you're listening to it on a device that can reproduce the mid and high ranges properly. It's a whole other experience. It's like listening to music all over again. So these, if I'm literally in audio bliss when I have these Sennheiser Adidas on. It's audio bliss. It's like I'm on another world. They are that good, because the frequency bands, if I can hear the bass, that's fine. But if the bass is washing out any of the other frequencies, I'm not happy with that. And these headphones do a perfect job of the bass not cutting into all of the other frequencies. Okay, so enough about the Sennheiser Adidas. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the review of the Google headphones. Generation 1. Okay, so now they're on version 2. So these are version 1 of the Google headphones, okay? Now, these are the black version, and right now you can get them for about $100, and the new ones are $200 plus. So these are actually a good deal right now. I think they're probably, you can save $50 or over $50 off the original price of these. And they have the cord, which is, I think, a plus. I want the cord. I want something so that if I pull one of the headphones out, I can just rest it on the cord, and I don't have to hold it in my hand, and I won't lose it. So I think you're winning, like, with the cord. And I think it wasn't the greatest idea for Google to get rid of the cord on the new ones. And I think they should continue to sell the old versions because they're pretty good. So what do you get for $100 now if you buy these? If you can find these still for sale, these Google headphones. I tested these out because I go running. I run 5K once in a while. Like, I'm trying to run like twice a week, 5K or more. So I took them out running the other day. Not a problem with running. They're okay with running. They're not so heavy that they'll flop out of your ears. And they have these little hoops on them. You can see the little hoop. And you can adjust those by pushing the wire up or down, and they stick in they hold it in your ear. So these are the Google headphones, and they come inside this little box here, right here. This is the little box, and when you open the box, 3 lights go off, and they tell you there's a little battery in here, and it tells you that little battery inside is fully charged. So I'm surprised. I saw literally like 5 videos on these headphones, and they went all through everything, and they didn't explain the lights or anything like that. So it's really interesting to see videos on YouTube where they don't explain the most simplest features of a device. It's really interesting to see that. So anyways, this is what they look like when you have to put them right and left. They're right and left, and you put them right on this side and left on this side into the box. And as you can see, there's a big groove here for the cord to fit inside the box. There's a big groove there. So you've got two lighting situations happening. Okay, so they're magnetic, so they magnetically stick in the case. So you'll see the green light go on when they're in. So that tells you they're in, right? So you know that they're making contact and they're charging. You'll see that green light. And that means the case is charging the headphones. Now, when you open, there's another switch so that when you open the case, it'll tell you that it's charging the headphones. Now, there's a button, and the button is really shitty. Like, I have to say, the button is not that well located. It's because your finger actually touches the top of the cord here. When you hit that button, a green light goes on, and that tells you. I think what it tells me is that the headphones are. If it's blinking, it means they're charging, and because it's not blinking, the headphones are fully charged. Okay, so, and again, I've seen like five or six reviews of these headphones on YouTube, and they didn't go through this, or I didn't see them go through that. So, and it comes with a charging cable for USB-C on the back of this thing. So when you go out, and I've had these, they say that these headphones last up to 5 hours, which is pretty decent, and you just take the case with you. So if you're going somewhere where you're going to need the headphones for more than 5 hours, then you take the case with you, and if the headphones run down, you just throw them in the case and charge them. I'm going to show you the last final features of those Google headphones, Generation 1 or version 1. If you put your finger on the right one, it's a touch-sensitive button on the right headphone. So if you tap it, it'll stop your music playing. If you tap it again, it'll start your music playing. And if you swipe it, it's supposed to increase the volume. You swipe to the front, and if you swipe to the back, it decreases the music volume. And it's kind of like fiddly, so you kind of have to get used to it, but it works. And it's a lot easier than taking your phone out of the pocket, and it's handy to have. So it's a big plus. I think there's I don't know where the batteries are, if there's a battery in each headphone, how that works. So there's a battery in this thing and the battery in each headphones. So there's a lot of way this thing could fail. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people would worry about, well, the battery's going to die in one of the headphones, like the left or the right, or the battery's going to die in the charger or something. So, I think it would be like pretty shitty if you spent like $200. I can't believe the new ones are over $200, because there's so much that could go wrong with it. Like, there's 3 batteries, 1, 2, 3 batteries. So if one battery fails, you're shit out of luck probably, right? So anyways, that's a design of the Google Generation 1 headphones. And now we're going to go into audio quality, and I'm going to compare the audio quality to the Sennheisers. Now, I would have to give the audio quality it's not up to like the standards of the Sennheisers. Okay, they're like an unbeatable, unreachable peak. They're so good. That's how good they are. But I will have to say that with something like Power Amp with decent equalization, you can get enjoyable audio. It's not going to be the amazing experience that is the Sennheisers, but it's a trade-off because you get a really nice wireless design, and you get the Google Touch features on the right headphone, and it's got a long battery life, and it's got a charging case. So you win in a lot of ways. But I have to say that the audio quality is it's a sacrifice. You get more bass and you get louder bass. And the bass, I would have to say the bass is nice and clear. But bass can be it can be tiring. You know, everybody loves bass, but do you want to listen to bass for like that overshadows the other qualities of your audio solidly for hours on end? And I would take you know, a much better mid-range and a much better high. Like I would say that I give it a passable high and a passable mid-range versus the Sennheiser. Okay, so I give it I would say that they're good headphones. I mean, and I'd have to say this, I'd have to give this in Google's favor, that the audio quality out of these Google Pixel Buds Generation 1 is better than 99% of headphones you're going to get out there, like portable headphones. They do sound good. I mean, they're not on a level with the Sennheiser Adidas. It's like you're spoiled if you're it's like these are like driving a Ferrari, and if you're used to driving a Ferrari all the time, these aren't going to cut it. But for the average person, they're going to be happy with the audio quality. And from all the reviewers have said that they're a cut above Apple, and I believe that, because I've listened to Apple Buds, and I don't know, it's not for me. It's not what I enjoy. So yeah, I would say that the bass quality is great on these. Like if you're a bass maniac and you love the bass, these are great headphones. The bass, I have no fault with the bass. The bass can go better. The Google Pixel Buds are better, version 1 are better at bass than Sennheisers. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like I said, I'm looking for a headphone that can represent all frequencies, where one frequency doesn't cut in and ruin another frequency. And if you want that, then, you know, if you get a pair of these Sennheiser Adidas, I have to even check like the new Sennheiser Adidas, because they're probably really expensive. Like especially the new wireless ones, they're probably, you know, over $100 US, and they're probably amazing. I just picked up the Google Buds, Pixel Buds, because I'm getting a Google phone and I wanted to try them out, and I wanted to see what the whole experience was, because Google offers a lot of more innovation than most headphones. Oh yeah, and it's got, you know, you can, when you hold your finger down on the right headphone, you can call up Google and ask it questions, and it's got a built-in mic, and it's you know, so that's a real bonus too. The Sennheisers don't have the built-in mic, so the Google have the built-in mic for taking calls and making phone calls, and also asking Google Assistant things and stuff like that. And you can do Google Translate if you have a Google Pixel phone as well. So that's my review. I give the Google Pixel, I don't see why anybody would buy the Google Pixel Buds version 2, the new ones, because the Google Pixel version 1 buds I think are better. You've got the cord, they're over $100 cheaper, and they're just good headphones. So I would hold your cash and buy the Google Pixel Buds version 1. The sound, I don't think you're going to be disappointed in the sound. You know, with a little bit of equalization, with something like Power Amp, you know, you can get a very nice, pleasing sound on the Google Pixel Buds. And if you love the bass, well, you're definitely not going to be disappointed with the Google Pixel Buds. So yeah, I give it a recommendation. I'm going to be using these Google Pixel Buds pretty much from now on, just because they're so convenient. I'm going to miss the Sennheiser audio though. Like, that's the only problem, is I miss the Sennheiser quality. So anyways, I hope you liked that video, and yeah, I just choose to interview or review a whole bunch of different stuff, and today I decided to do that. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a great day.